Good morning, and good morning, Sarah. You are first in the list this morning on what shows up to me, and I like that. God morning. I love it. And here we have a good morning from Keza. Good morning, and to you, Nat, good morning. Now, this is going out to the same 5 destinations. It is my YouTube channel at Ros Boundy, the Ros Boundy profile, the Ros Boundy page on Facebook, the mytimetv.live page on Facebook, and the Body Soul app. So it's a good morning to everyone coming in. Thank you for joining me. Good morning, Diane. Lovely to see you all. I am going to get into doing this now because I'm going to need to be taking my dear doggy to the vets. She's going to have an anaesthetic to have her teeth done today. And as soon as I finish, I'm going to be sending her off there. Well, taking her, actually. She's running around my feet wanting bracken. She's got to be fasting. Is it raining there, Kim? Good morning. Drive carefully. So here we go to the cards. Tune into your connections, your spiritual guidance, and your intuitive senses, psychic abilities, etc. We all have them, as we know. Here we go to our card first, and it is, oh, good heavens, very hard to read the white text on light background. Be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can. And that is what I encourage every single morning. Be the best you can be. And that means whatever we're doing, we are doing it to the best that we can. Okay, so that's a lovely card, isn't it? Beautiful owls, I love them. And then we've got the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle that Leanne Winston and Deb Gilmore have created. It's a gorgeous deck, and the card that we've got from that one is the Chameleon. And I haven't actually seen a chameleon in real life that I'm aware of, but this is a gorgeous. I know Leanne and Deb had interesting time with drawing this one and finessing it. So it's be seen, enjoy life. There's no need to hide in the shadows, because as you may know, the chameleon actually does change its colours to completely blend into its surroundings. And we have this deck is the one that we're using. For those who may be new here, welcome. And this is the deck that I've been using for 3 years so far with this spread every morning. Sarah Marchetti is the artist and creator of this one, Gilded Reverie LENORMAND expanded edition. I also have his Gilded Reverie Tarot. Now, here we go. There's our card spread. It's the 5-card spread in the form of the cross. So what we have first up is the anchor in the home space. We've got the tower in the workspace. Sorry, I had to giggle. Something going outside the door. The scythe is the one on the unexpected energies in that space. I've got the well in your role as far as that goes. And it's the dice that are actually right in the centre as that outcome card. A very interesting spread this morning, I thought. And hi, Deirdre, just caught up with yesterday's cards. You got here in time for today. Oh, that's wonderful. Good that you made it for the live stream. Look, it's not something that you have to do every day. It's just here we are sharing, and what is available, like what will be available as the recordings later, as you know, Deirdre. It's whenever you feel that you're needing to actually have this guidance, pop in, watch whichever one and date that you would like to watch. You even might have the ability to go back 3 years if there's a particular date you actually want to watch and see. Now, what did the card say on that day? You might get a little bit more clarity out of what that event was. Anyway, we're going to be doing this spread. So here we are with the anchor in that home space is bringing a lot of stability to the day for our home. And good morning, Michelle. Lovely to have you here too. Happy days, yes. So, and obviously for Kim, who's having the rain there at the moment, and I know that there is still some flooding in Australia, having an anchor probably is a good thing to feel that sense of security in the energies at least, even if it's not in that physical sense that things are feeling a bit of an up and down. It just depends what location you are, what's happening around you as far as your environment goes. But the energy of the card really is letting you know that things can be in that stable state by dropping your anchor. If it's not feeling quite right, pull it up and try again and reset it. That there is those options, even if you need to move to a different space and place to do something fresh and new in your day. And I'm just thinking rearranging rooms was what came to mind. Anchoring your energy, ground yourself into that you're doing, so that almost imagining that you're a tree with its roots planting into Mother Earth, really firm, strong and true, that anchor is going to extend and be that you've remembered also to put the chain to you, that it is attached, that type of thing, so that what you've got is that continuity of energies running through, being stable. So feel that in your home space, those things that are your friends, family, like the relationships as well too. Don't forget, it's not just for the physical, it's the energetic and spiritual as well. And good morning, Connie. Lovely to have you here too. And I'm just reading Deirdre's. It's a long one. Due to you going to it by area, you see that it was meant to happen. You don't watch every day deliberately. Yes, I love those cards and you've got them. Yes, so there's that. That is what Deirdre has written. Actually, I should probably leave it there for a little bit of time so that people can read it too on the actual replay. I hadn't even thought of that. So here we are with something again that is going to be indicating stability, strength, good foundation, grounding to Mother Earth. It is the Tower in our workspace, in that energy of what we're doing for our livings and that type of thing. It's continuing that flow of what we're building up, that strength. And it could even be some of those dealings that you might have with institutions and government departments today, that type of thing, the banking system, finances, whatever you're dealing with through your day-to-day, feel that lovely strength in you being grounded in it as well. So we've got that wonderful flow through of energy and strength and firmness and stability, okay? And Keza, you're saying you're helping an older lady with her luggage. She has a stay with you for a week. Wonderful, lovely lady. She's lucky. So, because I know you'd be taking really good care of her as well. So here we go, moving from that work energy. We've got the side that it is that extra arm of what is the work side of life too, because you have to be the one that's holding that. So there's the extra arm indication that you're going to need to put that to work to either do, the prep for harvest, or you are harvesting. You're bringing in what you've done all the hard work for, so that generally this, because it is showing that it's ripe grains, that it is harvesting. So that's what I certainly feel is the predominant energy of what this is going to show up for. It is actually reaping and harvesting what it is that you've been building up over this time. So there's going to be those moments in the day where you can actually feel, wow, this is what I'm bringing in, the earning, the earning in the workspace, and in a way deserving, because we do what we sow, we reap. So you've put in the hard work and it's going to be there for you in those lovely little surprises and rewards through the day, in the home as well. The well is one of those indicators here for our role. It is tapping into our resources, that the things that we know that we can do in beautiful ways, that we may feel like at times that we're depleted, but here we're just going to our resources. So we are needing to be aware of those moments where we go to the well, put the bucket in, bring it up, and you've got what you need for the next step of the day, for the next replenishment of your soul even. So do spend that time to go to your well. It's not just that you stand there and hope it comes to you sort of thing, like by magic, even though many look at this and think, oh, wishing well. It's not wishing, it's doing. So we do have that part of us in our day that we're needing to put into that little bit of level of work, tapping into the resources that we have. It's not hard. I mean, for some of it, it actually isn't hard. For other things, it could be that you've got to clear out a shed to go and get to something specific that you need as a tool for using for a particular piece of work you're going to do. Or, for me, it's probably getting out an iron. If I really needed to do some sewing and stuff like that, and I'd have to find my iron. So there's the resource in the bottom of the well. In my case, I haven't ironed in years. I choose fabrics that I don't really need to iron, even when sewing. But when you're creating and doing things, some of what you do you need that you haven't had for a long time at the top of the pile, sort of thing. So this is just going deep into what your resources are and looking for what you need. The shining, beautiful, bright yellow sunlight there is shining out that warmth and the bringing the light to what you're needing. Okay, so. And that is your role to see that and do that. Actually go and go and get what you need for your day today. And as our central space of the outcome with the dice, look, it's one of those things. As I saw that, I had to just giggle to myself because there's a little app, there's games on these things and on the iPad. And sometimes as I'm sitting and relaxing, because my back doesn't like to do a great deal of too much too often, it gets stressed. And I do sit a bit, I sit a lot. And sometimes it's with those devices. And the game that I'm currently playing is a Yahtzee game. It's the app called Yahtzee that I'm playing with a friend. So I am spending a bit of time using it and playing with it. For us, with what we're looking at now, is to have that time. By the end of the day, we have got the time that we can spend playing the little things that give us joy or doing what we want to. It's almost like the throw of the dice. Now, what would I actually like to do right now, or relax, or whatever? The doing can be doing nothing and just relaxing with your eyes closed. Not sleeping, but it could be meditating. It could be any of what you enjoy doing. Okay, so that's what that is, not not so much just wasting time. It's actually spending time, because I see even that, what is a waste? Is it a waste? It's spending time with those you enjoy spending time with, even if it's over an electronic device, that sort of thing. And Deidre, you're saying you spend time is too precious to spend a lot of time on ironing. Those poor women years ago ironing tea towels. Absolutely, and I was one of those as a young girl who was taught. It was because I was being taught how to iron that I had to do the pillowcases and the tea towels and the hankies. That was the days of having hankies, the fabric ones in your pockets in the washing. Yes, don't these days. Is there anyone that still uses a handkerchief, as in the fabric handkerchief? Be lovely to know that. And yes, the Yahtzee. Did I put that one up there yet, Sarah? And here we go. There's one that you enjoy. The Candy Crush with your dad up there. Yes, I do understand that connection. I don't play with my dad up there. Dad and Mum didn't get quite to using devices like I showed them several times, though, I tell you. And Keza too, saying Candy Crush. Yeah, there you go. And hubby still uses them. Oh, yeah. Look, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just the washing and ironing of them. I'd have to say I do still have this one. I've got to show it because it is my dad's. It was only a dress one, but it's these. It's in this desk that I'm sitting at is what Dad had always wanted. He bought himself a Cutler roll-top desk, and I was the one who inherited it. So there's little posies and I'm going to go over to here because I think I'll just pop over to here because here's the full shot. There it is, a beautiful dress handkerchief that he used to have, because that was the years of gentlemen. in wearing their suits, and they'd finish it off with the beautiful little dress handkerchief in the corner, top corner of the pocket, poking out at the right angle. Well, I've got this poking out at the right angle in one of the pigeonholes of this roll top desk, just to keep reminding me of my dad. Not that I have to be reminded too often, because he's with me all the time, like Mama is, and so many others of those who've passed on or gone home, depends how you look at it. So there you go. And oh, you love it. Really? Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's just all of those types of things that we might keep as those memories, but it's that one that I do actually have that sitting there in the pigeonhole, and it's lovely. So ironing, nah. So here we have the full, what we are actually feeling in this spread today is the strength of our connections to our home space and our workspace, that we are actually in that flow of strength and stability and creating, continuing onwards from those great foundations. And we're actually bringing in what we have to even store into our well of resources or use from our well of resources, to actually, by the end of the day, we're just going to be able to have that gorgeous time in whatever way we want to, with that set, the pair of dice. Dice. I can't remember. I think it is called die, isn't it? When it's just when it's a pair or multiples of dice. It's a dice and a set of die. Sounds weird, isn't it? The English language is weird at times too. And that is a lovely keepsake. I think I did show that. Satin red hanky. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Thank you, Diane. I probably still have in a drawer somewhere that might need ironing another set of, because I don't think they make good artists' rags. So I've got them somewhere in with my artwork, the painting stuff. So there you go. Thank you so much for being here this morning to share your time with me and my time with you. I just love it to have the interaction, the ability through the technology, and just to remind you and keep in touch with your spirits that are around you, your spiritual guidance team, whether you call them angels or Great Spirit or God or whatever name it is, or he, it, whatever is for you. Really tap into that. Believe, have faith, trust. And it really comes down to being, because that's within you, it really comes down to being that self-love, that loving energies that is the unconditional love, that is your soul connection within, that is you. Okay, so thanks for being here. Oh, Sarah, you've just come in at the end, so you might need to watch the replay. So welcome. Thank you, each and every one of you. Certainly, if you know of someone else who would love to have this sort of a daily guidance, guide them to here to do the notification thingy and like pages, whatever it is that you need to do. Like Deirdre, she just happens upon it when the time is right, and she knows that Spirit is actually guiding her to watch it for that particular day. Be guided with your spiritual connections and trust it. So, we've got some wonderful good days. Have a lovely day to everyone too. Thank you, Sarah, and from Deirdre as well, having a wonderful day. And Michelle, thank you so much, each and every one of you. Keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste.